this is something that I think many people struggle with. So if you know somebody who struggles with network marketing, entrepreneurship here online, just struggles in general, is constantly on the struggle bus, they need to be here today. So invite, share if you feel this might help somebody, because I'm going to walk you through something that really switched in my mindset when I first started network marketing in 2016. And a lot of it came from my traditional business and the struggle bus of traditional business and investing thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and taking the risk, right? And so yesterday I had posted a post about, are you a natural born skeptic? You know, do you trust easily, or are you always a cynical, skeptical person, right? And it was funny to see, it was kind of predictable, the responses that I was going to get. And I told myself, like, this is pretty interesting to see how people think, right? Because a lot of us work, you know, exclusively on social media to meet people, to grow their businesses, and so on and so forth. And then I started thinking about my career in network marketing, building a large organization, hitting top ranks. And when I mentor people, this always comes up and I always have to nip it. So I thought this might help somebody today hearing it. Okay. So let's say that we took two people, all right, exact same two people who are doing the same thing. They both signed up for the same business kit in network marketing. They both have, you know, a past, right? And I remember, I don't know who I heard this from earlier on, but it really clicked out in my earlier days of my career. And I recently, going through convention for our company, this made me realize it even more, okay? Because I can hear the voices of people, cross lines in the organization, and so on and so forth. And if I took two exact same people and recruited them, right? They both have a past, they both have situations, right? You name it, they've got it, right? The one thing that clicked with me when I first started network marketing and I wasn't successful was my mindset, okay? And you're going to sit here and say to me, oh, here we go again, Dina, with a mindset thing, right? This is so detrimental to your career in network marketing or as an entrepreneur here online. Even in traditional business, I went through this as well, okay? Because so many people, especially after big events like conventions and awards and seeing $1 million earners in the business and all of that, people are still skeptical, right? They still sit back and say, oh, that's not me, right? You ask a teammate to go to convention, they're like, why bother? I don't have a team. Why should I pay to go to convention? Why should I invest to go to convention? Obviously, a lot of our conventions this year are virtual because of the pandemic and everything else. So for me, I look at the organization and I start digging deeper on why people think it's just not for me. It's not going to work for me, right? And I could have said the same thing. I came into network marketing with no experience. I had no following. I had 300 friends. Like, I used social media as like a total social platform. Like, I was just posting family pictures and all of that. Some people will look at me and say, well, you're successful because, Dina, you have a degree. Oh, Dina, you're successful and you made it in network marketing because you are a traditional business owner. Or Dina, you know, you made it because you do live videos. Dina, you're an extrovert. Or Dina, you put yourself out there, right? And so a lot of people give themselves excuses. So if I took the same two people in my organization with the same past, okay, and one had whatever, they have no money, no education. I mean, every excuse you can think of, all right? Because network marketing encompasses every background. I mean, you have people in this business, you know, with a lot of past, no education, whatever. There's always that one person that compares themselves to the other person and says, why not me? Why not me? Right? Why, you know, I would love more people that would say, why not me? Why can I not be the 6-figure earner, the 7-figure earner in this business? Okay, because when I first started and I was seeing my upline's $1 million earner, and my second upline, she's the top in the company, she's like $5 million earner. I could easily say I'll never be that. Okay, and I can easily say, well, it's because somebody is prettier than I am. Somebody has a nicer car than I am. Somebody does better posts than I do. Somebody does better live videos than I do. And in the beginning, I went through that. I went through the comparitis of, well, they made it because of this. I gave myself excuses, okay, instead of saying, why not me, right? And so it clicked with me very quickly that I had to change the outlook and look past a wall that I had put up for myself, okay? Because the successful people in this business, all right, I don't care what you define success as. You don't have to label it as I made it to top ranks, but let's say a decent size organization, one recruit, 2 recruits, 10 recruits, 20 recruits, whatever the case may be. Okay, because we can sit there and take the exact same 2 people with the exact same background as you. You can tell me, Dina, I'm depressed. Dina, I don't have any money. Dina, I don't have a car. I don't have, I live out in the boonies. How many of you hear these excuses all the time from your teammates, even if you sponsor 2 people? People come up with excuses all the time of their past, right? Now I'm taking the exact same 2 people that have the exact same past, but one makes it to those top ranks that you're envious of, okay? The person who makes it to top ranks is showing up every day. The person who makes it to top ranks, okay, is putting their pride to the side and not making excuses. The person that wants to make it to top ranks, okay, looks at the people that have been successful and looks for similarities and says, you know what? I want to be like them. I want to find out what we are alike in versus what we are different in. Not because they have a nice car, not because they have an education, not because they did more live videos than you. What are the similarities between you and the successful person? Okay? So instead of looking at the differences and trying to find something to give yourself an excuse, show up. All right? Because we're going to keep hitting that wall otherwise. All right? If you're given an opportunity, you have great mentorship, go look at these people that you're looking at and saying, but not me. Nope, not me. I don't have her education. I don't have her tenacity. I don't have the things that she has. Instead, say, why not me? Because every single person that has hit $1 million goal, like level in a company, I don't sit there and say, I can't do it. I sit there and say, why not me? So when you change the lingo of how you talk to yourself, every day when you wake up to try to work your network marketing business and say, why not me? The whole dynamic changes, okay? Because there's people that have been in foreclosure. There is people that have been homeless. There are people with disabilities. There are people in this arena of network marketing, regardless of your company, that have succeeded out of pure passion and tenacity. They don't have the luxuries. They didn't have an education. They barely scrounged up money for the kit. And they took value in the $200 that they spent, the $300, the $400, the $500 that they invested in a kit, and they treated it like $1 million business. They didn't treat it like a hobby. Okay? You can't sit there and look for the differences between you and a top income earner, because then you'll never get to the stage. You'll never get to wear $1 million jacket. You will never get to the places that you want to get to if we're constantly looking at the differences. Well, they had rich parents. Oh, somebody must have helped them. Somebody must have helped them get there. They have more things. They have more luxuries. Those luxuries didn't get them places. Because in this business, it's a people business. So the more people you talk to, the more people that you can relate to, the more people that you pour yourself into and attract and talk to and mentor, that's what gets you to high places. Okay? When you have the outlook of, I'm here to change a life, your outlook changes. It doesn't matter if you make it to top ranks or not. Your success is defined by, did you do something better than yesterday? Are you a better person than yesterday? Okay? Because we can all sit here and say, well, like the other day, I literally asked my husband this. I got in one of those moments, right? In my own mindset. Okay, and I haven't hit top ranks, but I've hit top top leaderboards. I've hit top ranks in my company, but not the top. Like, I haven't hit the top of the compensation plan, right? And I asked my husband the other day, I said, and I was in one of those bad mindset places. I said, hey, husband, I said, what do you think they're doing that I'm not doing? And he says, it's your mindset. He says, you're doing everything that a top income earner does. He says, you show up, you pour into people, you mentor people, Dina. He's like, you're always putting out content for people to get free help. You're always putting yourself out there. You're helping your teammates. You're so loyal. He says, so stop, get that out of your head that there's something you're different. He says, you're actually very similar. He says, but they just took a different path. He goes, you chose a path that you're content with, you're fulfilled with. He says, now you just got to take the steps. He goes, Dina, you just got to take the steps. Keep doing what you're doing. He says, but the problem is that you're seeing the highlight reel of somebody that made it maybe in 3 months, 6 months, a year. He says, but you and I know that's not typical. And he goes, and that's exactly what you preach to your people, right? And I said, yeah. And I said, I just needed that reminder. Okay? Am I coming through to you today? So instead of looking at yourself and saying, nope, not me. Oh, I don't have her education. I don't have that nice car. I don't have the nice things to flaunt on social media. I don't have the perfect Facebook story. I don't have the perfect live video. I don't have the perfect post. Let me tell you, that stuff doesn't matter. Top income earners, it's not about what they're putting out necessarily for their marketing. It's the movement. It's the showing up part. Do you guys see what I'm saying? So analyze yourself and say, when was the last time I really showed up and stopped making excuses for myself for not succeeding? When was the last time I really showed up with a better mindset? When was the last time I said, forget the fear, because people who go and get on stage, they don't have fear. They don't let the past define their future. They're like, the past is in the past. It stays behind the wall. But if I can see past the wall, if I can get you guys to see past the wall, okay, the wall of this is my past, this is I have all these bills, God, I'm in debt, God, I have all these things, I grew up with abusive parents, I grew up with drug addicted parents, I grew up in a dysfunctional family, all of that. You guys, there's people who've hit the stage with those stories. They're everyday people like us with the exact same past. Has my past been pretty? No, it hasn't. But I'm determined, and I show up because I'm determined to change more lives, and so should you. Okay? There's people that don't care about your past, but they see your future. They see something in you that they want to join you and your tribe. So don't let that wall that you keep hitting constantly hit you in the face. I want you to see past it. I want you to see past the negative thoughts, oh my God, well, she made it because of this, or she made it because she's got this, or she made it because of better education, or she made it because she had better work experience. So she's a traditional business owner, so that's why she has it. No, because that traditional business owner, like me, started with zero knowledge. And let me tell you, the textbook didn't help me. The MBA that I have didn't help me in network marketing. Does that make sense? Am I coming through to you that you got to get past the wall? You got to see past it, okay? Because getting through it can be tough, but if you can see past it and say to yourself, that 6-figure earner, I have a lot of similarities, not differences than them, okay? I'm similar to them. Have there been drug addicts that made it to the top ranks? Yes. Have there people who have gone into foreclosure and made it to top ranks? Yes. Are there people that have been homeless and made it to top ranks? Yes. Are there people who are not educated and have never sold a thing in their life and built a team and made it to top ranks? Yes. Have there been people who failed at 3 other multiple MLMs and made it in their 4th? Yes. Okay. Through self-development, through mindset. And there's Heather. She's saying, I was a drug addict and have been bankrupt and foreclosed, and she's a successful coach. You should have seen her on her live video the other day in an entrepreneur group. She was postured, knew what she was talking about. She was transparent. And look at her past. And she's successful. So why do we keep telling ourselves we can't be that person? Why do we have envy in our blood? Why do we keep saying we can't do it? Why, instead say, why not me? It's fair game in network marketing. It's fair game as an entrepreneur. Two people, the exact same two people I can recruit with the same past. One will see past the wall and make it to the stage. The other one will sit there and say, I'm not going to convention. I don't got a team. I don't need to go to convention. I showed up even in my first year with no team. I have yet to not show up to a convention. I have yet not to show up to a convention. I didn't have a team. But I went because I knew if I gone to convention and I hung around other people and I saw the culture, that it was going to change something in my mind that was going to get me to where I wanted to go. But instead we hunker down and we say, I don't need to play the contest that my upline's doing because I can't do it. I can't go recruit 5 people over the weekend. I'm not going to bother with the contest they put on. I'm not going to bother being competitive. Then why did you get into the business? You're here to better yourself. You're here to make something of that investment. You're here to learn and do better for yourself. You're here to get something back. Don't give up on something you had belief in the beginning. Okay? Because we all have lives. We all have a past. We all have our down days. Like me, I just talked to you about me and my husband. I looked and I was kind of down on myself. I'm like, God, what am I doing wrong? Give yourself grace, because in this business, there's going to be ebbs and flows. There's going to be months where 0 customers, 0 recruits. And then there's going to be that next month where something clicks. Something you put out there attracts the right person. And then it just starts to pick up a little bit. Then they're going to have another down day. That's the ebbs and flows of entrepreneurship. But as entrepreneurs, okay, we say to ourselves, all right, we're going to pick ourselves back up. And we're going to get our crap together. I'm going to stop with the BS excuses. And I'm going to believe in myself. And I'm going to get to that stage. I'm going to do that. I'm going to lead my team the best that I can. I'm not perfect. I'm going to give myself grace. And I'm going to say, I'm going to learn. I'm going to be vulnerable with my team and say, you know what? I don't care if I don't got a team. I'm going to play that contest. I'm going to go out there and outsell somebody. I'm going to go out there and make the leaderboards. I'm going to go out there and make something for my family. I'm so tired of people who are worthy of making it in this business comparing themselves and saying, I can never be that 6-figure earner. Then don't. Become the 3-figure earner. Become the 4-figure earner. Become the 5-figure earner. Make $1,000 first. Make $500. Take it in steps. Make your first $200. Make your next $500. And every time you make more money in this business, it's going to be worth your while. Because it's going to build belief in you. Okay? I didn't start right away. I didn't make it fast. But it's 4 years later almost, and I still put out my videos in hopes that it'll help somebody, it'll inspire somebody, and hopefully I'll attract the right people to me. My mom always says, you know, Dina, when you do good by people, you'll attract those nice people in return. Okay? But does it mean I give up when I have a bad month or a bad week or a bad day, and I sit there and say, oh, forget that. I'm not going to bother competing. You're not here to be average. You're here to win. You're here to play the game, okay? And you're worthy of playing the game. Because I'm telling you, look around you. You're going to find people that have less than you and that made it to that stage. Look at the similarities and not the differences. Don't sit there and say, oh, well, yeah, but you know, she's got people helping her. You know, well, she's got all these things in life. She's got it all put together. She's perfect on video. She's pretty. She's this. She's that. And then you beat yourself up. You are worthy of making it all on your own without changing one thing. I suck at IG. I suck at LinkedIn. I suck at Facebook stories. I'm a little old school. I'm the same. I haven't changed much. I just show up on live video. Like, that's plenty for me. And then when I take on a new skill, and maybe I'll learn Instagram, and maybe I'll learn all these things that everybody else is learning. But for now, I'm going to become good at one thing first. And then I add on and I build on the foundation. And before you know it, you're hitting the ranks. You're attracting the tribe. You're becoming more confident. I hope I've driven this home today to you on a Thursday. Okay? I want you to succeed. But I'm tired of people comparing. I'm tired of people just throwing in the towel and saying, why should I bother running? Why should I bother competing? Because of my past or my family that's not supporting me or this or that or this, or because I'm a skeptic. It's never going to happen to me. I don't got a hook up in the business. Oh, but I didn't get in first. Who cares? There's plenty of people who got in 5 years later into companies and still hit top ranks. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Enough of the voices in your mind. Look past the wall. And I swear to you, I promise you, you will make it in this business. All right? I love you. Hang tight. Stay in the game. Stay in the game. All right? And if you always need help, you know where to find me. I'm a message away. I'll help anybody, any business. I hope my videos are inspiring to you. I hope they get you lit up again in saying, I got to keep going. I got to do this for myself. Not for anybody else, not for the stage, but just for me, to prove it to myself that I did something today to better myself. I helped somebody today. I served today. Okay? And let the top ranks and all of that imagery that you're seeing that's getting into your mindset, okay, just let it rest for a little bit. Okay? Be better than you were yesterday, and I swear to you, you will make it one day to that stage. All right? Because I'm running with you. We're all going to get there together. But we got to help each other. All right? I'll talk to you later. I love you. Bye.